Greetings viewers and subscribers. So, first up, we'd like to congratulate the winner for the $500 Digicel credit, courtesy of Miss Romy Mackenzie. This winner is Yardy News Links. He answered the question correctly. He said the Cliff Theatre. Lots of other persons gave the correct answer, but Yardy News Links, he was the first person to give the correct answer. Now, Yardy News Links, he is a young YouTuber. We'd like you to go over to his page, check it out. He carries some up-to-date content, and subscribe to his channel. Bless up yourself, Yardy News Links. And for persons inquiring about how to donate credits, remember, shoot me a WhatsApp message 876-458-9111. Now, we have some stories for you today. But first up, we'd like you to take a look on your screen. That photograph has been making the rounds. Now that is a wedding photograph. The persons you are seeing on the photograph, they are police officers. Both of them are stationed at the Freeport Police Station in Montego Bay. Now, we'd like you to comment on this photograph. Do you think what you are seeing is appropriate? If it is not appropriate, tell us why you think it is inappropriate. If it is appropriate, we'd like you to tell us also why you think it is appropriate. Let us discuss this in the comment section below. Now, in our journey today, we'll be traveling from Macfield. We'll be passing through places like Haddo, Lindos Hill, Withorn. We are gonna go down to Galloway, make the right turn, and then we are gonna stop at the Petersfield crossing. Drive with me. Now, in the first story for today, we have carried this story before, but we are gonna update it. This story is about Mr. O'Brian Cunningham. He was a 26 years old bagger, and he was employed to the Shoppers Fair supermarket. He lived at a place named Hudson Street in Savlamar in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, on Wednesday the 14th of April 2021, about some minutes after 11 p.m, OB, it is said that he and a young lady, they went to a shop in the Hudson Street community. Our information is that OB, he went inside of the shop to purchase something. Whilst he was in the shop, an argument developed between him and some men. It is said that this argument led to an altercation. As a result, the men, they beat and kicked OB. They also dragged him away. OB, he was found the next morning in an open lot off the Hudson Street main road. He was found with injuries to his head and upper body. He was taken to the Savlamar Hospital, where OB, the humble OB, he was pronounced DEAD. Now, our information is that on Monday, the 19th of April 2021, the Westmoreland police carried out an operation in the Hudson Street community. As a result, one man, he was picked up by the police in connection with the demise of OB. On Saturday, the 24th of April 2021, this man, he has since been identified as Garth Spence. He is popularly called Bruk Up. He is 21 years old, and he also lives in the Hudson Street community. He was charged by the police for the death of OB. We are also told that two other men who have since been identified, the police are looking for them. So, Bruk Up, he has been arrested and charged. Now, we are hoping that the witnesses, the persons who gave the police a statement which led to the arrest and charge of Bruk Up, we are hoping that those witnesses or witness make themselves available to attend court. Charging Bruk Up is one thing, but without going into court and giving evidence, Bruk Up will be coming back on the road as a free man. So we are hoping that the police put things in place to protect the witness or witnesses so that they are able to attend court. We are also hoping that the other two men who are wanted by the police, they are captured shortly. Persons in Hudson Street, you know who these men are. Give the police the information so that these two hoodlums can be taken off the streets. In the next story, now this one, it happened along the Farm Pen Main Road in the parish of Westmoreland. This one, it happened on Friday, the 23rd of April 2021, about 7:45 p.m. Our information is that a man, his name is Mr. Basil Deans. He was 60 years old. In fact, he celebrated his 60th birthday earlier this month, the 2nd of April. He was a laborer and he lived at Jane Marks, George's Plain in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, we are told that Mr. Deans, he was riding a motorcycle. He was traveling from Savlamar, heading home to Jane Marks in Westmoreland. He was trying to go home before the curfew starts at 8 p.m. A 2003 Toyota Corolla, a taxi, was coming in the opposite direction. This taxi was being driven by a 59 years old taxi driver. He lived in Savlamar. This taxi, it was traveling from the Frome direction heading into Savlamar. And reaching the vicinity of the Nardoch housing scheme, this motor car went over to its right side. In other words, the driver of the car swerved to his right side. This swerve was to avoid the car falling in a pothole. As a result of this swerve, the motor car collided into Mr. Basil Deans, who was coming in the opposite direction. We are also told that Mr. Deans, he was dressed in a black pants, dark blue shirt, and the bicycle had no lights on it. Mr. Deans, he received serious injuries to his face and both his feet. He was rushed to the Savlamar Hospital where he was admitted and being treated. Now, on Saturday, the 24th of April 2021, about 7:45 a.m., Mr. Deans, he was pronounced DEAD whilst being treated at the Savlamar Hospital. Mr. Deans' bicycle was extensively damaged, while the motor car, it received damage to its front bumper and the right side of the front windscreen. The driver of the motor car was not injured. So Mr. Deans, he's gone. Condolences to his family. May his soul rest in peace. We are also told that a warning notice was served on the driver of this motor car. This warning notice is telling him that most likely he will be charged for the death of Mr. Deans. In the next story, now this one, it happened early morning, Sunday the 25th of April 2021, about 5:45 a.m. It happened at a place named 3rd Avenue in the Montego Hills area, Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. Our information is that a man, his name is Mr. Tavari Whyte. He was 25 years old and he lived at 3rd Avenue in Montego Bay. Now, Tavari, he was at home with a female when about 3 armed men somehow managed to enter his house. The men, they opened gunfire at Tavari. He was hit in his head and upper body. The female, she managed to escape. The police were alerted, and on their arrival, Tavari, he was seen lying on the floor in a pool of blood. He was suffering from multiple gunshot wounds to his head and upper body. He was transported to the Cornwall Regional Hospital where Tavari, he was pronounced DEAD. Our information is that when this crime scene was processed, a number of 9mm spent shells were recovered from the scene. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.